Alright, hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing another video on Minecraft once again. Today's video we're going to be covering a new mod, which it well, kind of like a mod, it's more like a world though, but it's called Better on Bedrock, which is a dynamic world. So yeah, we're going to try this one out. It has quite a few cool little things to explore, including like new animals, new bosses, things like that. So yeah, we're going to explore this together and see what we can find. So we create this world. It says that we need to have it on freaking survival. Well, I want to play creative, so you know, we're doing that. There we go. All right, so we've loaded up into it right now, guys. We're in the dynamic world of Better on Bedrock, and yeah, so we start off with a pack config right here, so we can enable and disable different things, which we can just get rid of that now. But we also have an info scroll right here, so this gives us a little bit of a rundown on what the mod basically is. You can read all this, I guess. So yeah, then we have a welcome message right here, which is just the same fucking thing I was just saying before. Contributions as well, the people who made the mod. And then tool progression, which is pretty cool. It basically says that you have to go through copper before you get to iron for this world. Ores are more connected to certain biomes, so iron is more common in forests, while coal is more common in warm biomes, which I think is really cool. I think that should definitely be added to the game in the future. Stardust as well is very overpowered, so you can use that. Yeah, that's that as well. And then we have armor sets as well right here. So some armor sets do give bonuses, so shulk armor, defending players. Yeah, so yeah, there's just basically different armor sets that you can use and they give different benefits. Enchantments as well, so there's Vein Miner, Treat, Decapitator, Harvest Touch, or Smell. So there's some new enchantments that you can do, which I think is great because a lot of enchantments are pretty useful to do. Trophies, so that's by killing different things as well in the mod. So there's a lot of different bosses in this mod as well. And there's quests, there's just so much, there's so much. But yeah, let's just go into this right now. So we have a quest scroll right here. And it says main quest, getting started, and we can see all these different cool little quests right here. But we have all these different quests that we have to go through, which I think is really cool. Because it just basically allows you to get some rewards really whilst you play the game. And it also gives you little like tooltips as well, like if you can harvest things and whatnot. It's really cool. I like this mod a lot. Now, it is a custom world though, remember that. It is obviously... It uses different generation than normal. It is a custom world at the end of the day, so you can't use this as an actual add-on. It is a custom world, but here we have it, the first boss already, which I think is incredible because we've only spent like a few minutes and we've already found the first boss, and I think insanely as well, there is another one right here. So these things are very common to find around. There's even something over here as well. What's this over here? The hell is this? Is this just a tiny little pale forest? Interesting. But you can see all the biomes are like looking a little bit different. Like this dark oak forest, it's really cool. It makes you actually feel like you're in a forest. And the trees are huge. This nice little house that's just sitting here. The sheep look a little bit different. So it takes a little bit of like a realistic Minecraft kind of stance a little bit, in a way. Changes some of the textures, but kind of just add mostly new stuff. But I think the biggest thing for this mod though is that it kind of just adds more to the progression in the world, where you basically have to go and do a lot of these quests, as you can see right here. That's the big thing I like, in my opinion. Let's have a look at the creative inventory. So we have shroom fruit. Of all these different types of cool little blocks that we can use. Polished calcite. Polished dripstone, that's cool. Gives you a few little building blocks to use. I believe the end also got updated as well, so we'll go check that out. Look at all these mobs. So many mobs that they've added into this. It would take us forever to show all these off, but you can see all of them, though. Let's just spawn one of them in, just to kind of show you. This is I think one of the bosses because it has it at the top right there. I think for the end progression in this mod as well is, yeah, I'm pretty sure you need to defeat all the bosses. Yeah, there's 5 new types of eyes, so rather than having just ender eyes, you can get eyes off the other bosses, and that's how you craft the Eyes of Ender, which I think is really, really cool. So it actually makes it really difficult to get to the end, which I think is a big problem in Minecraft, is that you can just get to the end very, very quickly as long as you have an Ender Pearl. A way to get Ender Pearls, whether it be from training or through the Nether or whatever, makes it very easy to get to the end. But this mod makes it a lot more difficult. You actually have to beat the other bosses before you can get there, rather than having them as like kind of a option that you have to do. So that's really cool. And obviously you get trophies as well if you do beat them as well, so that's pretty cool. We also have enchanted mobs as well, so if you come across enchanted mobs, they give you better loot. Little enchanted loot, which I think is pretty cool. Different types of crafting table, like what the hell, who thinks of this stuff? There's so much of this in this mod that I don't even think I'm going to be able to show it all. But we have loads of different types of spear as well, so if you want to use a spear, you can use that. Flame staff, I'll show you these staffs off, then the staff and everything. How do we do much? Oh, there we go. Didn't really do much with the flame staff, it's kind of just like, just spews out a bit of fire, but it doesn't really do much. Yeah, honestly, this will take forever for me to actually get through everything, but for the most part, it just basically adds more progression to the game, which I think is something that the game very much lacks. So if you are looking to have more ways to kind of progress Minecraft, then that is, and I like little like pop-ups as well on the side, that's really cool. This is a little waystone that you can use as well. So you can like teleport between the different waystones, so I can put this one as that. And I can just go to one of them and then teleport the other. Oh, yeah, it uses levels. That's the way that it actually balances it out, is you have to actually get XP levels to use them, which I think is pretty cool. Let's go at the end, though. How do we get the end? Where's the end portal? There it is. I love the advancements and the goals and whatnot, whatever they are. Very cool, like, music. It feels like you actually accomplished something. There I have it. So there's already a new mob here. Let's just chill out here. So we're going to quickly kill this off now. Just like that. I have a little cool Ender Dragon boss battle bar at the top. It's pretty cool. So we also get a structure here as well, which I think is interesting. What's this? Birch fence. Okay. Vacant log. Cool. What actually is this? Very interesting. Random structure here. Okay, let's go off into this direction here, just so we can see what the hell actually is on the end islands over here. Alright, this looks incredible. It's like different biomes here. Wow, look at this. This is cool. There's enderium ore. They kind of like gooey the floor. What are these? Flasps. Interesting. That's cool, the little transition that happens there between the biomes. It's kind of like what happens in the Nether, obviously, but a little different. There's obviously bosses in the end as well here. Look at this. I mean, this makes the end look really cool now. I don't know how many biomes there are, but I've seen 2 so far. Is this another one here? I think this might be a 3rd new biome. Yeah, it looks like a... Yeah. What is this? Voiding Plains End Blossom. What the hell? There's another new biome. Forest grass. Yeah, that's about it for this guide, though. I mean, this review, though, guys. There's not really much else I can really show. I believe this is everything. So if you guys have enjoyed this, then please do let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.